How the sisterhood of failure snatched victory from the jaws of defeat by infiltrating black male spaces on social media. My newest blog creation. Check out this and many other articles written and produced by yours truly, Brian Solange, at www.patreon.com/Brian2BadTV Solange. You can now become a Brian Blogs Corner Club member for as little as $7 a month. As a member, you can gain exclusive access to my personal blogs that address a range of topics from Black society to Jewish Hollywood, many of which will never be converted into video commentary format. Again, if you want exclusive access to the Brian Blogs Corner Club, become a member for only $7 a month. You can rest assured my blogs will be as fiery, provocative, and hardcore as my videos. Just go to www.patreon.com/Brian2BadTV Solange and become a member of the Brian Blogs Corner Club today. What's going on, YouTube? The official purpose of this video is to promote the video that is in the title, which is now available over on BitChute. It is regarding this Thot bot that was found deceased. I know this motherfucker is not going the wrong fucking way. What the fuck? Where do people like this get driver's licenses, man? Seriously. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me start over. So the official purpose of this video is to promote a video that I produced, which is now available on BitChute, hence the title. It's regarding some disturbing truths about this black female that was found deceased at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Originally, I thought it was Fort Benning, but it looks like they're saying Fort Stewart in Georgia. And she was found dead inside of a home that she shared with her husband, who was deployed overseas. And Army CIS, I think they call it, and the FBI have been investigating her murder for several months now. And given the details of not only her death, but the days and hours leading up to her death, it's risen some pretty disturbing questions. But when you really think about it in the broader scheme of things, you know, it's pretty much just the typical thing. If what a lot of people are suspecting happened, it's pretty much the typical thing that you come to expect from the scandalous Black Thot, as we now call them. But anyway, the unofficial reason for this video, and I'm going to talk about this more in detail in regards to what I wrote my blog about yesterday, which you can check out on patreon.com right now, that was titled "How the Sisterhood of Failure Snatched Victory from the Jaws of Defeat by Infiltrating Black Male Spaces on Social Media." I'm going to mention that in that video over there on BitChute, but I'm also going to take a brief moment to address it here as well in this promotional video. Before I do that, again, if you want to see the video about the black female that was found as a corpse at Fort Stewart in Georgia, click on the link in the description box. Anyway, after writing that blog, I got a fairly large response, both in the community post and also via email and over on Patreon. And I think it was because it struck a chord with a lot of brothers that are like-minded, like myself, that something that all of us true red pillars and those who call themselves MGTOWs and Marlboro men have been noticing, but not a lot of people have been calling out. And I believe I'm one of the first people to call it out, that there's a lot of infighting amongst black male content creators, and then these same black male content creators that have stupid beefs with each other are, virtually kissing and making up, as if they weren't just tearing at each other's throats. In addition, there's a lot of allowance by bigger name black male content creators in the so-called black manosphere that are sharing their platform with known black feminist extremists that have shown their disdain for black masculinity and disrespect towards the black male, both online and offline. A lot of these chicks, like Cynthia G, Irene Yvette, Nyla Says, Chrissy, Paris Milan, are former swirlers. We all know this. And they're being allowed to share space and get free advertising on black male YouTube channels, video collaborations, but primarily these live streams. And the brother that founded the Black Avenger TV site, this perplexed him as it perplexed a brother that I spoke with on Patreon this morning. And speaking with those brothers, reading their email, responding to my Patreon blog article that I released yesterday, it really hit me like a light bulb. The reason why this stupidity that has been causing a devolution of sorts, if you will, within the ranks of so-called black YouTube. And I thought about it for 1 second, and I had an epiphany. I said, now think about this for a second, Brian. You, along with David Carroll, Akwesi, Kid Organic, and a few other black male content creators, you are one of the few black male content creators that still create videos and more recently blogs for the purpose of intellectual thought and only intellectual thought and things that interest you at the moment, okay? Things that are important and vital to the black community. Most of the shit that we see, not in every case, and I'm not calling anybody out per se, but a lot of the shit that we're seeing in the so-called black manosphere these days is stuff that is created for views. For example, there's this brother right now, I don't know if he's officially part of this black sector of YouTube, but many of you will know who I'm talking about because I'm sure you've seen his videos. A lot of them have gone viral. Since this whole Kamala Harris thing has occurred, he has made close to a dozen videos about Kamala Harris with her name, Kamala Harris, in the title of his video. And why does he do this? He claims he's doing it because he's dedicating himself to assuring that the black community online is given as much up-to-date information about this fraud Kamala Harris as possible. And he's dedicated himself until 2020 to exposing her as the fraud that she is and the enemy of black men that she is, which she is. But I know, because I know the way the Negro mind works, the reason why this nigga is doing this is because he knows every time he puts Kamala Harris's name in his video, that guarantees him a certain amount of views and a certain amount of revenue. Okay? It's the same thing with anything else. Y'all notice back a couple of weeks ago, before I put 95% of my videos on lockdown, which they will stay on lockdown until April 21st when this bullshit ass strike that YouTube gave me expires. Okay? You notice prior to that, I was averaging 1,000 views per day per video. Easy. Okay? It had been a long time since I had gotten that much traffic to my site. My subscribership jumped, almost 500 subscribers gained within a month. Okay, especially after I made the video about that New York thought. But then after YouTube attacked me, and you guys heard me griping about this, after YouTube attacked me and took down a video I made more than a year and a half ago that got less than 500 fucking views, to prevent them from threatening my channel with a second strike or causing me to get a 2-week timeout suspension, I closed down all of the rest of my videos so that they could not be reviewed or flagged. Okay? And I made a video letting people know where my videos went, why I took them down, and where you could go to find my other videos. That same day and that same week that I did that, locking my videos down and announcing that I was moving my main content to alternative platforms, okay, my traffic to my site plummeted. Okay, not only did it plummet, I lost like 40 subs, over 40 subs in less than 2 weeks. Okay, and the reason is because the same reason why these Negroes are making videos for viral views, okay, and revenue, because and a lot of this, the viewer, the so-called supporter has to, shares blame for this, okay, is to blame for this, okay, because if you look at the tremendous success of these reality shows, like the one that formerly known as Portia Williams, now Portia Stewart, was on, called House Whores of Atlanta, aka Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, you notice how tremendously successful any type of entertainment show is that includes drama. One of the reasons why Negroes find themselves having to make videos, with catchy titles of stuff that's trending, and invite their enemies and their adversaries onto their shows for the sake of argument and stirring drama, okay, is because this is what niggas like to see. This is why black people haven't gotten anywhere in the last 200 years. Well, it's one of the many reasons, okay? But Negroes like stupid shit. Let's just face it, okay? Now, I pointed the finger at the black content creators, but at the same time, you got to think, okay, I'm still, I just transitioned over to doing this part-time professionally, Okay. Still, this is not how I make the majority of my money. And the reason why this is not the way I make the majority of my money, and probably will never be the way I make a majority of my money, is because I know niggas are not going to connect and support my content the way I would need them to support it, based on the type of content I make and the reason why I produce content. Because I'm not going every 5 seconds and putting some fucking celebrity's name in the title of my video, or black, some other black content creator trying to get views. I'm making videos based off things that interest me and those who are truly part of my support base. Okay. For example, the video I made just the other day that got less than 300 fucking views. I don't even think it's up to 250 now. About the Ralph Northam governor controversy in Virginia, with him taking that racist Ku Klux Klan and blackface picture in his medical school yearbook. That video hardly got viewed at all. The documentary that I slaved over for half a week to produce, called Burning Away to Blackness, addressing a very real fucking topic in the black community, which is the torture and legalized child abuse of little black girls by branding them with these so-called hot irons. Okay? That barely got any fucking fanfare. But I bet if I had made a video about some stupid shit with Irene Yvette's name in it, or if I had made a follow-up video about that whole Cynthia G pregnancy thing, right? Or if I had made a video about, Young Savage or some dumb shit like that, I probably would have got 10,000 views. Okay? It's really a double-edged sword when it comes to the blame game as to why we are seeing the overall devolution of black male content in the so-called manosphere. On the one hand, these Negroes, they're too money hungry. Okay? It's not about the quality of content anymore. It's not about connecting to your audience anymore. It's not even about the celebrity status anymore. It's about getting views in order to, draw sponsors and, get paid. That's what it's about. Okay, I said it before and I will say it again. When Google bought out YouTube, it was the biggest mistake. It was the worst thing that could have ever happened to the internet and social media. Because Google essentially turned something that was a free and fun video sharing platform into a cesspool of fucking greed and corruption and just utter fucking stupidity. Okay? We have allowed them to control the narrative of what is going on. And that's what's happening, essentially. And on the other hand, I blame the viewers. Because, as proven with me, I mean, you see, you notice there are 3 videos that I've had since I shut down 95% of the videos on my channel prior to 2 weeks ago because of the YouTube censorship bullshit. Look at, I mean, seriously, I'll post a screenshot right here. Look at the videos that got over 1,000 views in less than a week. The video I made about the little biracial girl. The video that I made about the Cynthia G pregnancy that everybody's been running in on. And the video that I fucking made with a picture of an Instagram thot in it, all, done up, in high heels and a tight dress. Right? So either by default image on the video and or the title of the video, it has to be something that appeals to these low-seed Negroes who unfortunately make up the majority of the audience on YouTube. Okay? It's equivalent to having your own reality TV show, like House Horrors of Atlanta. Okay? Even my ex was the same way. Talking all that pro-black man bullshit, but every time I came home from work, she was watching House Horrors of Atlanta. Okay? LowSeed Negroes, which make up a majority of the audience, are not going to be interested in, Aristotle or the history of World War I, or black people's migration from the South to the North and the West Coast, or the Great Depression, or economics. They're going to be attracted to shit that really doesn't amount to nothing. Okay. Now, in some rare cases, you will notice that I'll make a video addressing a celebrity or another black personality. But most of the time, my videos are about serious topics, okay, that really only black intellectuals would be able to appreciate and respond to. Because this is just a further casualty of the overall dumbing down of the black race that we've seen since Generation X, even before that. It's too many low-seeded Negroes that are, subscribed to and watching these channels. So, I can't really completely place the blame on an O'Shea Duke Jackson or Tommy Sotomayor, because they're doing this for a business. Now, me, I can take the hit of spending. It'll frustrate the fuck out of me and piss me off. As y'all know, I went off on that shit just last week. Did I not? I went off about that shit, and I basically called motherfuckers out. I told them, unsubscribe from my shit, keep leaving. My subscribers just now stopped falling and started to gain a little bit. I told them, leave. I don't need no lowbrow Negroes that aren't going to support me as the content creator. Get the fuck out. Okay? I don't make content for you. You want all that dramatic dumb shit? Go to somebody else's fucking channel, because that's not me. See, for Negroes that are doing this for a living, if you choose that you're actually going to do this for a living, you have to appeal to your audience. Let's face it. Right? So that's why you will see certain YouTubers, I'm not going to call anybody specifically by name, except the larger name ones, which I've already mentioned. In a lot of cases, they know that if I'm going to make a living doing this, okay, I have to appeal to these low-seed Negroes. And to do that, I'm going to have to stir up drama, and I'm going to have to constantly be involved in drama. That's why you can go to these live streams and hear these Negroes arguing back and forth with each other. The stupidest shit I've ever seen in recent time are these so-called roast session live streams, where niggas get together that are known, they have known opposing views, and they just start talking about each other, yelling, screaming, verbally threatening each other, acting like they're going to do something through a fucking computer screen. That's the stupidest shit that I've seen in recent time. Okay? On top, the only thing that is stupider than that are inviting these black females into black male spaces. Black females that clearly have no respect whatsoever for black men. Like a Crystal and Karazin, an Irene Yvette, a Nyla Says, a Chrissy. And that is the reason, to answer you two brothers' question specifically, that is the reason why we are seeing the devolution of black male content creation. Because it's not about producing quality videos anymore. It's about stupid shit that appeals to low-seeded Negroes to ensure that those ad dollars keep coming. So anyway, guys, hopefully I don't have to address anything again on YouTube until April, when that strike expires, and I can resume regularly scheduled programming over here. But I just had to get that off my chest and get that out the way. Thanks so much, guys. Again, make sure you click on the link in the description box. The same link for that video about the female found dead at Fort Stewart, Georgia, is also down in the comment section below. And if you want to view my latest blog on the Sisterhood of Failure redeeming themselves, following Ugmone 56's hit list in 2017 by infiltrating blackmail spaces, just go to www.patreon.com/Brian2BadTV Solange. That link is also down in the description box as well. Thanks so much, and talk to you later, guys.